For those that aren't in the know, Marble Madness has you take control of a simulated glass ball and guiding it through an obstacle course in a race against time. Many things will get in your way, including zany-looking enemies, traps, and the terrain itself. From 1991 by way of Tengen and Mindscape, it's Marble Madness on the Game Boy. You guide the marble with the D-pad in either a 45-degree angled control scheme, or the one I use, a 90-degree angle. Of course, your taste may vary. The A and B buttons are used to make your marble move faster. You'll definitely need to use your boost ability to get past those damn vacuums in the early going. For this next part, I thought it would be fun to show you both the Game Boy gameplay and its bigger brother NES counterpart. This is one great conversion, so let's begin at the first stage. Level 1, dubbed the Training Course, has you learning the basics of the game and getting used to the controls of your marble. This course is pretty straightforward with both versions identical. Level 2, the Beginner's Course, is our first official race, and both games again have identical layouts. We start at the top of the course and make our way past the black marble, going down slopes, and making our first real choice of the game. Both versions have the switchback slopes and the tube areas, ending with the deep pit next to our goal line. Next up, the Intermediate Course. I must admit the developers on the Game Boy rendition did a wonderful job so far, as the curved platform and tight maze corridor are both present. And so is the always frustrating acid slimes that always seem to get into your way. It's way harder to see the slimes in the Game Boy version though. Going down another tube and the carpet ride area, it's here too, so far so good for this port. Level 4, the Aerial Course, has us beginning precariously atop a beam. Getting past the vacuums, those tricky bastards, we head to the catapult that launches us to one of the most infuriating spots in the game, the Pistons. These suckers shoot at random and ended quite a few of my runs for me on both versions. Unlike the NES version, the tail end of this race does not have hammers, which is a blessing in disguise really. The Silly Race is our next stop, starting with an uphill climb taking us to an area which sports a miniaturized area of the game. The mini marbles and baddies are absent in the handheld version though. Continuing on up the pipe, we make our way past some really tough terrain and to a zigzag platform. Note the missing birds in the Game Boy version. On the last leg of the race, you'll have to do some fancy maneuvering to get to the goal line. And that right there is where the Game Boy version ends. No last level like the NES game. Yeah, the ultimate race is not here in our portable version. Hell, we don't even get a high roller's end screen to tally up our points. No, we get to continually loop the game until we lose, and even then we don't get a high score screen or anything. To sum things up, if you're a fan of Marble Madness, get this port. It's a nearly identical version to the NES with similar sound and music. All the levels are here save for the final one, and it would have been nice to have an end screen, but what can you do? The levels load quick with no introductions to each race, which is actually a really nice addition. This is definitely a great game to add to your Game Boy library. If you see this game, definitely pick it up. You won't be disappointed.